So we've gone through the gears and we're up to the driver. This is something I have never personally struggled with. Didn't realize it was such a big topic of conversation. Actually went on the Foreplay Podcast with the boys and this was something that came up. Went to Scotland with them, rigs, struggling with this. So how would I tackle it? I'd use my experiences that I've had that I talked about in the previous upload when it came to putting, and I'd put it here with the driver. You've got to control the environment. It's all about the control. A lot of what we do to try and fix things is we guide. You can't be guiding. Guiding is going to kill you when it comes to fixing something that has to be a movement, a large movement, a full golf swing. Yeah, you've got your club dialed in, but when it comes to trying to hit it in the fairway, you have to take control of a few things. And that's where these sticks start out. I've talked about them before. Alignment sticks are crucial. They run parallel left. I'm going at the street lamp down there in the Kingdom fairway. Now that's the next thing when it comes to the driving range, the Kingdom fairway. Positive self-talk is crucial when it comes to your practice. Picking a target that is small enough to focus the mind is crucial when it comes to your practice. But I also want you to do that on the golf course. You don't need to blast driver after driver after driver, especially not here on the range, but you need to work on your process. So that is why I have these alignment sticks down. That's why I've hit a few balls with other clubs to kick off this video. But that's the start of my practice session. Loosen up the body, get it moving through your positions. When it comes then to the target, parallel left, the face hits the ball, so that must be going at the target. And what I want you to do on the golf course, in addition to picking that small target, aim small, miss small, also put down the sticks that run parallel left here. But on the golf course in your mind's eye, you can place them down. Use the cut marks from the mower, use the direction and the orientation of the tee block to where you want to hit, aim small, miss small. Set up to it, focus on the target, see the shot in your mind. These are all initial steps to fixing any heebie-jeebies that you might have with the driver. Focus on that marker, which is the street lamp. Focus on the street lamp, and then just go through street lamp, street lamp. Now understand, that's not my best hit, is it? But it's gone exactly in the fairway. We can't judge ourselves, because that's the next part of getting over the fear with a golf club. We judge ourselves so much on the elite. Well, the elite is what you're watching every week on the tours around the world. You're seeing the best players in that best moment. I've just hit that, yes, out the heel on my Stealth, but it's in play. It's gone down there. It's spun maybe 2,900, 3,000, and it's perfectly in play on the left side of the fairway. So it's acceptable. But again, this motion of alignment sticks, this motion of moving the club through those sticks. Played golf with a guy the other day, struggled off the tee, and he was back here, helping the golf ball in the air. You get the ball in the air by moving forward. That's how I want you to think about your driving. Anyone scared of it, they're moving back to help it in the air. Any good players, forward. All the best players in the world are driving themselves forward. So it's pick the target, pick the shot, do the pre-shot, see the street lamp, and it's move forward on it, rotate and forward. Absolute screamer for shot number 2 because it was rotated. Another thing you need to bring, alignment sticks. You can place a third one out there. You've seen me do this before. This is something when it comes to your practice to fix this. Don't get sterile. Your practice needs to be, I'm going to hit shapes. I'm going to create. Because if you hit a shape when it comes to fighting issues off the tee, fighting those yips off the tee, if you get into a place where, okay, I'm going to hit a shape, well, inevitably then, you're going to take a side of the fairway out of play. So you can move your alignment stick to set you up for a draw, which we all know is a slightly inside path. We can go right of that alignment stick now. Aim your body right. Takeaway would be more this way. If you're perfectly in line, it would be more inside for the draw. We're going to start one down the right. and then draw it. So start one down the right at the red flag, feel the rotation, feel what you personally do for a draw. Because now what you're doing is you're taking away the anxiety of the end result. And that's what gives you problems with the driver, because you're taking away those anxious moments and you're bringing it back to something else, a trigger. Another great point when it comes to fixing driver issues, a mid-target. Back to the golf course, back to the feelings. Generally, anyone who struggles with it, attack angle-wise, is going to be steep. Reason Riggs from Barstool is such a great 3-wood player is because he's steep. Why are so many of us asking that question that we're great with 3-woods? 3-wood goes on the deck, you've heard me talk about this before, you hit down on it generally, where the centre of gravity is in that fairway wood, it then makes the golf ball fight to come up. That's why it's a comfort zone with us all, because we can turn, we can trap it, and we can get it and going nice and strong. Goes a long way. However, if it comes to hitting driver, we want to be hitting more up on the golf ball. I was fortunate enough literally yesterday to get this one from Paula Creamer. She was here at TaylorMade, and it's a case of what she does to get shallow on driver. She'll put a T-peg just back in the ground there. On the golf course, you can obviously pick a blade of grass or pick a divot, and what she will do to help her get shallow on the driver, because shallow as in from this point through here, you want to be hitting up on it, but I don't want you falling back, remember, I want you moving forward, but her move will be down towards the T-peg and then turn. So let's give that one a go. Again, lamppost, focus, street lamp, T-peg. Little pull. Benefits of the range here, pull another ball, show you we're not all perfect. Get lost in that target, hit that T-peg. Good flight, happy with that. Again, it's not giving the bad shot any energy and then focusing on what you're trying to work on, which is a process to help us. At this stage, you know you've got your Stealth Plus dialed, you know your numbers are good. It's just a case of hitting them into a breeze like this, the perfect place to test. So going through the shortlist here, again, it's like the putting problems. Have a drill, have something. These for me are essential. They get you lined up square. Don't get your ball position too far back in your stance. That creates steep. Steep creates good 3-wood players, poor driver players. Don't be concerned about this. Don't fear the club. And I'm going to close with that point. Practice with one of these to give you something to move around so that you get lost in the process. That's just like putting games that you do on the green. You get lost in the process. It's not a case of worrying about the outcome. And then finally, you're going to hit driver. You stood on the tee box, you've picked a target, aim small, miss small. You're now hitting driver, you're committed to it, it's in your hand. At this stage, once you've got the target, I want you to work on using the ground. You've heard me talk about it before. I always say rotate. And it's a case of left side, rotate and go. The motion needs to be right. A practice drill for that can be to the top, pause, and then feel the drive. To the top, and then feel the drive. Not so worried on this one about outcome, but I am worried about pause, turn. If you can start feeling that, it's going to help you so much. Maybe do it before you go out and play. To the top, pause and turn. And you can see these are driving out at a nice flight. It's a great one to get you in the motion of the sequence. And by the sequence, I mean to the top of the backswing and then the lower goes. Again, on the golf course, you've got driver in your hand. You're set up to it. At this point, it needs to be full commitment. Large turn, pause and go. So golf course, under pressure, need to hit the fairway, focus on the target. I'm committed now. Large turn and give it the full treatment. That is right down the target line. Look, it was a little cut. I've only hit 5-6 drivers that you've seen me hit here. I'm not as loose as I could be, and maybe not as quick as I could be. I'm picking it out the middle stripe. I'm in play. I'm going for the par 5 in 2. I'm bob on to hit it on the par 4 where I want to hit it. I'm in a perfect spot because I committed to the shot. Work on these drills. This is my favorite club, and it's come from watching the best players in the world hit it over and over and over again, and they just go. They just see the target and go. I understand this is a big topic. I understand it can be something that can be concerning and anxious about because you're going to hit that driver, but you're committed. At that stage, you've made the choice, you want to hit it, you've aimed small, you're doing your turn, you're waiting, the ball position is forward, then you're unlocking the rotation, letting the corkscrew screw into the ground, and the top will come with it. If you like what you're seeing, hit notify. Once a week, you guys know I put a video on, usually every Tour Truck Tuesday, and sometimes I throw in a new one. Great to have you here. Any comments, hit me with them below. But this is a great process to go through to get rid of any fear you might have with your driver.